Your story can take place in the spring when all the pretty plants grow. Or it can be in the summertime when everyone goes to the beach. It can even take place in a mystical garden. All these examples are called setting. Prisoner B-3087 by Alan Gratz, based on the true story by Ruth and Jack Groener. My setting is in World War II, during the Holocaust. This is before it started. This is during the war, when everyone was living in their homes or hiding when Hitler took over Europe. This is also what it's going to look like throughout the war until the Allies save them. These are the concentration camps where Jacob Gruner will spend 6 years of his life. Over 5,000 other prisoners will also be here suffering from starvation, disease, and death. Jacob went to 9 concentration camps. Those concentration camps are Buchenwald, Gross-Rosen, Dachau, Bergen-Belsen, Sachsenhausen, Auschwitz, Birkenau, Zabinia, and Plazau. This is a map of all the Jewish ghettos all around Europe where all the concentration camps were. As you may recognize, these are the famous words from the top of the gate from Auschwitz, Arbeit macht frei. It means work makes you free. Most of the prisoners worked in the concentration camps all seasons. In the harsh, cold winters when they had nothing but rags on, and in the scorching hot summers when all they wanted was water. They also worked day and night. A lot of them suffered from sleep deprivation. This is a calendar of the 1940s to show how long the prisoners were in concentration camps. All of this fighting and sadness that swept the nation was caused by Hitler. The things that he did to the Jews were just horrible. These are pictures of the innocent Jewish families and children that were captured and had their lives taken away from them. These are when the Jews first met the soldiers. They wanted nothing to do with them because they knew that the Germans were not very good. After Europe was taken over by the Germans, they forced the Jews to wear the Jewish star. The Jews had to sew this star to all of their clothing and must not be seen without it. A little bit after the Germans started to raid Europe, when the Jews were seen on the streets, sometimes the Germans would immediately pull them and take them to a concentration camp, and they would never be seen again. Sadly, the Germans started to take everything away from the Jews piece by piece. First was the burning of the synagogue. They also burned every religious book. Soon, Jews were also no longer allowed to go to the pool, the library, or even the movie theater. These are the Jewish prisoners. This is what they are going to look like during and after the war. This is a woman. These are the prisoners, and they are all bony because they have not had anything to eat and nothing else but rags to wear. Sadly, more than 500,000 Jews died during the Holocaust. This is a pile of all the bones from some people. These are the crematories. This is where some Jews were put to work stripping the dead bodies of gold or any valuable item on them after the Germans killed them in gas chambers. These are rings from the bodies of the people that die in the gas chamber. While all the Jews were in poor conditions and were treated horribly, the Germans got to take their wealth for themselves. These are pictures of German families during the Holocaust. While Jews were in concentration camps, the Germans slowly destroyed and tore apart Europe. Some cities, like this one, were completely destroyed. From 1943 and 1945, the Allies will come to save the Jews from concentration camps. This is called liberation. Jacob didn't get liberated until 1945. Soon after the Allies liberated the Jews, a lot of them went to America in big ships to find jobs or homes. Some still stayed in Europe trying to find family. Some were very happy to leave Europe after the hardship they faced. Others did not want to leave. Some Jews got jobs as musicians, writers, singers, artists, athletes, and authors. Others went on to tell about it, such as Jacob or Otto Frank, father of Anne Frank, did.